Hey YouTube, happy Friday. So they got him. Caesar, Savak. Am I the only one that noticed this guy? When they showed his picture, I was shocked. Well, the name was the first clue. This guy is he first or second generation American? They say he's from Florida, but they don't say where his origins are from. I'm amazed that these minorities are going in for Trump like this. Now, obviously, this man is crazy. We know he's crazy, driving around in the van full of garbage and junk and all this political stuff. But why, if Trump has showed us over and over and over, even said out of his own mouth this week, he is a nationalist. He's also a separatist. Donald Trump supports white people. I'm not a racist person myself. I don't look at the world that way, but I think we should call it what it is. He supports white people. He don't do nothing for no brown people, no black people. Then maybe this man is light skinned, but first thing I saw was this dude looks Cuban. Nobody in the news, so it must not be very, very important. I know in all cities have their own minorities, where you have a lot of a certain type of people in that particular state. There are a lot of Cuban people in Florida, so maybe it's not unusual that this man is a minority. He's maybe Cuban or some other race. I'm just amazed that he would be going in this much to support somebody who obviously hates him. Somebody who is against all immigrants, all brown, dark-skinned immigrants. He is against. If Donald Trump could have his way, they won't let anybody in. He's bitching 1 minute about you gotta come in legally. Oh, it's illegal. Oh, it's against the law. The next minute, he's trying to restrict legal immigration. He just don't want brown people in this country. How can you support somebody like that? I mean, what is the mentality? Is it I'm gonna get a better job? You can get a better job with whoever's in office. You can get a better job because you're working for a good company and because your boss is good, not because Donald Trump. But I was amazed that this guy. I wish I could have heard him talk. I bet you he has a heavy accent. This is not somebody I would think would be a ardent, crazy Trump supporter. It's ridiculous. People. Why would you be wanting to support somebody who wants to deport and restrict your people from coming into this country? Is it the mentality, oh, I have mine, now keep the rest of them out? Oh, I'm American, I'm near white? The hell with everybody else? Listen, I support all minorities. Everybody should be treated equally. This man goes over there and brags about how, if you look in a Donald Trump audience, you see nothing but seas and oceans of white. They push a few minorities. They're always right around the stage so the camera will catch them. Anyway, my personal views. Thank goodness they caught this dude. We still don't know what the mystery is and why these damn things not going off. You would think that the FBI, I'm sure in the next couple of days they'll figure it out, but what is the missing ingredient? Was it something he had to set them all off at the same time? I mean, what was he thinking? Why make a bomb that's almost a bomb to send somebody? If you want to send just a dud, just send an empty pipe. So he says, I didn't want to hurt nobody. That could mean something. But I don't know why we go to the motions of putting all the ingredients for an active bomb to people. Because all the ingredients of active bomb said none of them go off. How did he prevent them from going off? How was not one package dropped, not one package in Miami heat? How come one package didn't get too hot? They said it could be set off by heat. Some kind of way, something is missing to make these things not go off, to be handled by all these strangers. And not if one had went off by mistake or something like that, then we could say, okay, he's just a bad bomb maker. But for none of them, zero to go off, it tells me that something intentional about those bombs was intended not to go off. Although it could have easily gone off by mistake. It could have easily been set off. So from what I see, most of the packages, none of them were opened. That might be it. Maybe they only were open That's what you think. If you send somebody a bomb, it would open when the person opens the package. So if none of the packages were opened, perhaps that's why none of them went off. Anyway, this dude is obviously a lunatic. He said he filed for bankruptcy a few years ago. Maybe he thought Donald Trump was going to make him financially sound. You get financially sound by getting a job. That's how that works. Just get a job. Trump is not going to affect shit. What if he cut a tax cut some kind of way and you got $40 extra on your check? Is that going to change your living condition? It's stupid as hell. But I know this person here is crazy, so it doesn't make any sense to try to make sense out of crazy. But I think it's a damn shame when these minorities do not band together. If you all band together, you wouldn't even be a minority. Together, you would be a strong force. But of course, everybody goes to their corner. Oh no, I got mine. The hell with the rest of them. That's the saddest part of this thing to me. One of them, anybody would be that deranged. Apparently, the boy, his mama threw him out. I would think he's 56 years old. Might be time to leave. His mama, apparently, he filed bankruptcy, moved in with his mama. She done threw him out. He living in a van and just plotting murders. Kudos to these FBI, although I know they would get him. You got all these blow up packages. You know, all the fingerprints are in there, all of the fiber, all of the hairs, all the DNA. Although they only took one piece of one fingerprint from a package sent to Maxine Waters. They stopped there because they got the evidence they needed. You know, they got that and they got a little DNA from also another package of Maxine Waters. Maybe God got his hand on Maxine. Anyway, when they got that, they stopped. But I'm sure there's probably hundreds of pieces of evidence in all those packages. I don't even know that they are opened yet, even. But it's a good thing this thing is come to an end. Of course, we get all the wrong answers from Trump. Can't expect no better, this dude. I think in the future, they ought to require people who run for the president of the United States. They had to have held some kind of office somewhere, even if it's just the local dog catcher. We need to see that these people have some interest in politics and people, in helping people, and doing something. This is just a bucket list of some old millionaire. He says billionaire or whatever. Billionaire, a multimillionaire, or whatever he is, some spoiled brat. This is his bucket list. He want to go play president now. And we keep expecting something better from him. He's already expressed to you he's a bigot. This week he said, I am a nationalist. I shouldn't say this, but you know what? I'm a nationalist. Us and no one else. And but people look into how he's defining us. See, the United States is not just white people. The people didn't just migrate from Europe. This is something in his mind. He sees all of us, including me, as others. He ain't come after the blacks about because he can't deport them. If he could, if there's any kind of angle he could have used to get rid of large swaths of black people, believe me, he would have used it. He wants everybody to look just like him. His followers, they have the same kind of mentality. And that's what he's running on. Hatred. It's horrible. Good thing this dude is off the streets. He'd never get out. They ain't never let that fool out of prison. He's 56. He got 40 years. That would make him 100. Hope make him 96. That was the minimum sentence. So 96 years old, he'll let him out. He can barely walk in a walker. If he ever gets out. And I doubt they would ever let him out. Just foolish. But that man's crazy. So we can't go judging things by the crazy. But I do want to say minorities, people who this man is against, don't be for him. Why are you for Trump? Of all people in the world, why are you for Trump and you are a minority yourself? As soon as I saw that name, this antenna went up. And I saw his picture, I said, oh, he's Cuban. So maybe he's been here one generation or something like that. We haven't heard him talk, so we don't know, but it's a bad example. And I'm hoping that there are not other minorities on the fringes of these Trump rallies They would have to be on the very fringes, because when you look, all you see is white, just whites, white, whites. That's what Trump wants. That's who he's governing. That's who he's fighting for. That's who he's expressing. That's who he's fighting for. He's calculated. There's more of them than anybody else. He's a calculating person. If there were more blacks in this country, he'd be pro-black. If there were more black votes in this country, he'd be pro-black. All right, so it's over. Thank God.